Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we have a Bitcoin breakout. Check this out. We haven't had this high since going back all the way April of 2022. So, been a long time since we've been this high. So, let's see. Um, yeah, about 650 days since we've been at this level. So, big deal. And one of the things I've talked about in the last 3 videos was this correction, a running correction, and it played out, right? I didn't know if the C leg is going to come down here, right? Or the C leg is going to stop here, right? But obviously it did. So we have an A, a B, and this was a C. And what do we call that? A flat. This is a flat pattern, right? And then this was a 1, 2, and now we're in the process of the third wave, right? So maybe 3 isn't done yet. We come down for 4, we tag 5. And what that would be is potentially a finished 5th wave. And what that would be is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, right? So then now we can rule out what it's not, right? So basically, if this is a 5th wave, then we're going to be looking for an ABC, right? So here's the bull market support band. ABC comes right back down and retest it at some point and then continues higher. Question is, do we break this high when we do continue higher, or do we retrace and then continue down into reaccumulation, right? So there you go. That's the big deal here. So one of the things, right, was, do we come down and backtest this area? Well, that hasn't happened. So far we had a higher low, higher low, higher low, right? One of the things that I discussed in the previous video was we could have, this ascending parallel channel, right? And let's see if I can get it right on the dot here. There we go. Something like that, right? So, and basically said, look, we have an A. This was a B, right? And then we came down for C. What I didn't know was C finished, right? So the thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Usually you get 5 waves in C. On the daily, so you can't really see, but let me go to the 4-hour. Still can't really see, but the point is, was looking at this as a flat. So this is a flat right here. These are all examples of what a flat could be, right? So one of the examples I liked was the bottom one. So I'll show you here. We have ABC right here, ABC, and then we go into our B wave, right? We go into our B wave. Now the B wave can take out the top, or it doesn't have to take out the top, right? Either way. And then we kind of shoot down rather quickly. We shoot down rather quickly. Now the difference here is this low taken? See right here, it can take the low. Right here, it can take the low. Right here, it doesn't take the low. Instead, it comes down, makes a higher low, and that was the case we had here. So I wasn't sure which one is it. Was it 1, 2, or 3? They're all very good contenders. Well, now we can rule out it wasn't 1 or 2, but rather it was 3. So we have a running flat, and that's one of the ideas that was being drawn up there. So now we know it's a running flat, and the correction obviously is over. Why? Because we took out the top, we took out the top, we took out the top. Done. And then also, we could go back to our ascending triangle. Remember that, right? We go back to our ascending triangle. Now it looks better. Now it looks more completed. It looks better. So let's see if we can get a target on this guy. If we pull it down here, roughly about right there, pull that right about there. Our target comes in around about that 50K mark. So we have met our 47K target. There it is, right? There is our 47K target. Looking for 50K now. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to come. It could be done now, right? But essentially, we have 3 waves so far, right? So could this be... So now here's where the complexity gets down, right? Is this an A, B, C that took out the top? Is this another flat, right? A, B, and then we come down for C, and then bam, another shoot. That is one of the ideas here. So let me take that off the screen and I'll draw it again. But before I do that, there's the ascending triangle right there, right? So we could potentially have another flat working out here. And basically, that would be an A, right? And this is B. And then we come down for C, right? Just like we did the last time, right? A, B, only it was a running flat. It was a bigger flat too. So if you don't know what a flat is, just Google. Go to Google, type in Elliott wave flat pattern, explanation or description, and then it'll kind of explain it for you. But basically, yeah, that's what it could be. So, and then, you know, we shoot on up to the upside. Now, is that the count? I don't know. I'm not sure. It's way too early to tell. I'm just saying we have an A, we have a B, we can have a flat. So here we go. So idea number 1, in no particular order, idea number 1 is, this is an A, B, C. That's confirmed. We know that now, right? So adding to that is a 1, 2, now we're in 3, we get 4, and we get 5. That's idea number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're in the 5th. So if we zoom into the 1 hour, what do we got here? Yeah, we have a 1. We have a 2. We have a 1. We have a 1. We have a 2. And now we're in the wave 3. So this could be something like this, right? For the 3rd. And then we come down for wave 4. And then we go up for one more wave, wave 5. So that would be sort of like the idea. Now, the way I drew it is obviously not going to go the way I draw. I'm just giving an idea of what it could look like. So essentially, we have a 1, 2. This is 3, 4, 5. That's idea number 1. Idea number 2 is, which actually would be a better idea, or I should say a more bullish idea, because it would get us out of here quicker, right? Because if this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then that means we're almost done and that's it. It's over, right? Or if this is an A and this is a B, and then we come down for C, then we can really shoot up here for a big flat that even could take us above 51K, right? So, so something like that, A, B, and a C. So that would be idea number 2. Now again, I don't know where C would finish. Does C come up here? Is it a running flat? Does C come down for an expanding flat? Or does C come around here for a regular or irregular flat, right? So we don't know where C is going to go. Now, this is just an idea. This is not financial advice. I could be totally wrong on all my ideas, right? But so far, I haven't. So one of the ideas has been correct. And it's not about, like I said, it's not about figuring out what it is. It's about figuring out what it isn't, right? Ruling out the suspects. So, I think Sherlock Holmes said, when you rule out all rational ideas, whatever left, however improbable, has to be the truth. So, we'll see how that plays out into this chart. So basically, there you go. I have two ideas for you. Is there any other ideas? Well, I guess you could draw it different like this. This would be 3A right there, and then 3B, or better yet, A, B, and then this would be C, right? And then this would be a 1, 2, and then we have another 1 and potentially 2. That would be very bullish, actually. So yeah, let me think about that. We have 3, 3, 5. So we have 3, 3, 5. That's an ABC. So we have A, B, C. And now we have a 1, 2, potentially another 1, 2 coming up. That would be the most bullish count, by the way, because it's setting us up for a big 1, 2, 1, 2, right? In which case, if this is 1, 2, 1, 2, then we're going to get a 3. This could take us way above 51K, right? A 1, 2, 1, 2. This is 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, something like that. So that gets us, well, I don't know how far, or how high, or how big it's going to be, but that's basically what it would be, right? So if I can label it for you, A, B, C. And then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have, in between that, we have a 1, 2. All of this is 3 up in here, and then 4, 5. So that would be idea number 3. So there you go. I got 3 ideas for you. All of them say, hey, we got a little more upside to go. So let's try to look at this bearishly now. So that would be idea number 3. So let's see if there's any other ideas here. Okay, so you got 3 bullish ideas, and now here is the bearish idea, which is what? Wyckoff distribution. Dun, dun, dun. This is the end. This is the end. This is the end, right? If this is the case. And it looks pretty good, so that kind of sucks, right? If it is distribution. But, altcoins have a good chance at blasting off if it is distribution. So how would this look? So basically, you have this move down right here. Boom, boom, boom. Same thing here. You have a move down. Boom, boom, boom. Right? And then you go up, right? Into phase B, right? Same thing here, going up into phase B. Then what do? We come back down into phase B, making a higher low, same, not taking out this low, right? Higher low. Same thing over here, right? We come down, make a higher low, right? So right here, higher low, just like over here. And then what next? Well, we come all the way up and we break out. We break out, taking out this high, taking out this. It's just like Wyckoff accumulation, but reversed. Instead of a spring, it's a distribution spring, right? So we come out here, we take out the top, get everybody bearish, or get everybody bullish rather, right? So I'm not sure if this was so right here was Wyckoff distribution. And then it looked like, okay, now we're going down, right? Now we're going down. But I actually didn't even point that out. I was looking at it as a flat, right? A lot of people, I think, were looking at it as Wyckoff distribution, where this was the top right here, just like this was the top right there, and now we're going down. I didn't say that. I said this is a flat, and that's exactly what it was. But now, this could be a part of a bigger spring phase. So now we're up here, right? Same thing over here. So let me just draw it here. So essentially we have this down move, down move. We have this up, up. We come back down, higher low, right? Higher low. We come out here, we take out the top. We come up here, we take out the top. And now that's it. We're done. We're going down. But that would actually be fine, because what we would see here is a meetup of the bull market support band, right? So hopefully we have another chance. We can either back test this high. Remember, we have a lot of support going down, so it doesn't mean it's over, right? We come down here, back test the bull market support band, back test this area over here, and then continue rocking it to the upside. Or if it's going to be bearish, then we can continue going to the downside. So a lot of decisions will be made right in here, if this is the Wyckoff distribution play. So there you go. There's 4 ideas for you. You know, which one's it going to be? I don't know. Right now, I'm sticking with the bullish idea that this is either a flat, A, B, C, and then go, or this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we go down, right? If this is a distribution, right, it's basically like boom, 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 come out here, take out the top, and then we come down, just like the Wyckoff distribution example I showed before. So if you're an altcoin holder, what do you want Bitcoin to do? What route would be the best? Well, for me, I think this this flat would be the best. Come down here, maybe take out this liquidity, and then rock it back to the upside. But then once we're up here, what we really want to see, and the best scenario for altcoins would be to hold, for Bitcoin to hold above 45, 46K. So if we get back up here and we come down and we backtest, if we hold that and then start, playing around in here, oscillating in here like this in a bigger distribution play, all of that is so good for the alts. That is where the alts shine the best. If Bitcoin is just rocking the upside, alts sort of just, lag behind. But if Bitcoin can break out, right, it's when Bitcoin breaks out and then sort of, consolidates in here, this is the best opportunity for XRP, for THETA, for all the altcoins to really do what they need to do, right? So that can happen 2 ways. One, this can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we consolidate, or again, a flat, and then we consolidate. But if this is a Wyckoff distribution event and it's already over with, then we have one more opportunity, which would be, right, if this was a distribution play, let me get it centered here. So, right, you have 1, 2, 3, make a higher low, you take out the liquidity, then you come all the way down, you backtest this area or meet up with the bull market support band, then you come up here. And then what that would be, ladies and gentlemen, is a larger flat. Yeah, look at that. We have an A, B, C. So maybe the flat isn't finished yet, right? Maybe the flat isn't finished yet, which leads you to my final idea, which is probably the most probable bearish / bullish idea, I guess you could say. So it's got to be one of them, right? It's got to be one of these, and it's not about knowing which one it is. It's about figuring out which one it's not as the days go on. So, for example, if we start coming down quickly, then we're gonna know, okay, it's not the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got to be something else. So this could be part of a larger flat, and we come down here, right? And then we go up in 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is the best scenario probably for alts if Bitcoin's going to be bullish / bearish. And then we sort of distribute up in here like this, you know, something like this. So all that distribution comes in. I think that would be a good idea or a good bullish outcome for alts if Bitcoin can reset the bull market support. Because what that does is, number one, you backtest this area. Number two, you confirm the bull market by testing the bull market support band. Number three, you finish up a bullish correction, which is this flat pattern. Number four, you bounce off of there rather quickly. And number five, you have distribution, right, which is basically people exchanging their Bitcoin for altcoins, right? So the altcoins can then pump higher. So there you go. That's Bitcoin in a nutshell. I think there's plenty of good information. And look at that. We're only at 21 minutes. Good for me, right? So, you know, and then you can also look at this, you know, this trend line here, depending how you draw it, right? Whatever. We're still in this bigger channel type of thing. So we're just oscillating in here like this, you know, something like that, right? But it's never that simple. It's never that simple. So zooming all the way out, what do we have? What do we see here? Well, depending on what idea it is, regardless of what it is, it's either this. It's either this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're in wave 5, which I hope that's the case, right? Or this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is an A, this is a B, and now we're coming down for C. Now the question is, does C come down for reaccumulation? Then we go like a flat, or does C come all the way down here, back test the 14K, 10K area? All the 12Kers, 10Kers, 9Kers say, yeah, see, I told you it was going to happen. I told you. Even though it happened like 5 years later. No. But seriously, we have an A, we have a B, and we have a C, right? Or, better yet, we have a rise, crash, retrace, reaccumulation, sideways, blast off. Rise, crash, retrace, reaccumulation, sideways, blast off. Just like XRP. Which is, by the way, it's already there, right? We have a rise, crash, retrace, reaccumulation, sideways, blast off. That's why I'm so bullish on XRP right now, because it's already completed all those phases. Same thing over here. Rise, crash, retrace, reaccumulation, sideways, blast off. Bitcoin can be somewhere right here, where we can come down, go sideways, and then go. So now looking at an altcoin, I just picked a random called Algorand. Let's look at Algorand. Basically, and now how does this fit into the Bitcoin narrative? Well, we have a crazy downtrend, right? And it looks like it's done 1, 2, right, 3, 4, 5, and then another 5, right? We have this big impulse to the upside. We come down. We're meeting the bull market support band. So, to me, you know, this either is a 1, 2, this is 3, this is 4, now we're going down for 5. Or 5 is already done, and this is a 1, 2, and now we're meeting up with the bull market support band, right? So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, and then we come down for C. We touch the bull market support band, and then we continue rocking it to the upside. So we probably still have some more correcting to do, but it looks like we're getting close to continuing moving on up. Because if you zoom out and look at this chart, doesn't it look like it has more up to go? I mean, you have this ridiculous wave to the downside. You have an impulse. At the very least, it's an A, B, C, right? And then we continue down, at the very least. But regardless, I'm looking for some type of retracement. This was a major, major, major crash. So we need a retracement, come up here, and then go down. Nothing goes down in a straight line, right? So we need retracements. So we're trying to figure out, where does the retracements fit into the Bitcoin complexity that I just shared. So yeah, so I'll touch on XRP, I'll touch on THETA, probably more in depth on another video, but just looking here real fast, same thing. You know, we have this crazy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have an impulse off the top. We're coming down, we're correcting. Maybe we touch the bull market support band and then we continue up. At the very least, it's an ABC. We want to get up here. We want to see it get up here, and that's where I'm believing we will. Same thing for the total 2. You know, this could be an A, B, C, and then we have another. This is either an A, B, C, or a 1, 2, and now we're in 3, 4, 5, right? So let's see if we continue rocking it to the upside, or first we want to come down and again meet up with the bull market support band, A, B, C, meet up with it, and then continue to rise. If we lose this, then we don't want to lose this. If we lose that, then we don't want to lose that. And if we lose that, then it's, you know, looks like we're going much further down. So, and then last but not least, XRP, just real quick, this could be an A, B, and a C. We come down here, take out this liquidity, and then shoot to the upside. Or we continue to hold above this bull market support band, continue rocking up in this sort of consolidation, right, where you have a rise, crash, retrace, reaccumulation, sideways go, sort of just kind of doing a rapid fire here, right? Again, this could be, you know, the contracting triangle that I think it is, something like we have an A, B, C, D, and now we're getting E, and then we go to the moon. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and now we're getting 1, 2, and then we got to come down for 3, come right around here, and then go, right? Or even looking at this fractal here, you can see, you know, we have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, it's not really a 1, 2, 1, 2, but, you know, you have this sort of rising channel here, and you're retesting that bull market support band, right? So, or something like this, where again, you have another sort of rising channel, and you break below the channel, grab that liquidity, then go. Same thing, what we're doing now. So you could take both of those fractals, you know, we have our channel, right? Something like that. And again, you have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? Those three hits right there. Same thing, right? So the question is this an A, B, C, grab the liquidity, then go? Or is this sort of a 1, 2, we're holding above support, we're sort of meandering about, and then we start to go? Either way, it doesn't matter. I still think, you know, we got some big bullish price action to go. You know, until we start taking out this low, this low, this low, I'm going to look at this as the finished E wave of a contracting triangle. So yeah, something like that, where it's an A, B, C, D, E. You know, you have this channel. We're working on that final little area in here, just like back over here, you know. Just kind of, you know, scouting through it because I've already talked about it. Highly recommend if you want more detail going back to the other XRP videos. But essentially, you have a rise, crash, retrace, reaccumulation, sideways blast off. Same thing here. Rise, crash, retrace, reaccumulation, sideways, blast off. So we're right at this little apex in here. You know, we're finishing up that final little move. So we'll see how it wants to transpire. But it's interesting that, you know, it's bullish that we have Bitcoin breaking out. You know, it's still remaining strong. You know, what we want to see again for Bitcoin is not continue going up like this, but rather, you know, finishing up its correction, maybe continuing to hit the high, but then going in some kind of distribution phase, right? So for example, here's Bitcoin, right? A lot of the altcoins started popping off right in here, right? As not down in here when Bitcoin going up, right? It was right in here when all the distribution started taking place. So if we go over here, what do we want to see for alts, right? We want to see it maybe get a little higher, right? Or if we finish up this correction, whatever it's going to do, we get up here, get a little higher, then start, you know, getting into this distribution phase, right? So that is what we want to see, and that's the rotation, right, out of the alts into you know, Bitcoin, or into the altcoins, right? So depending on what the distribution does, I mean, that would be great if it wasn't distribution, but, you know, just another accumulation range where we take off. But if we do break down, we can come down and back test this 31K area, which I still think is going to happen at some point. Don't know when, but, you know, unless we break out into new all-time highs, then, you know, we're going to think about it differently. But there you go, guys. That's all I have for you today. Trying to keep this relatively quicker video. So what do you guys think? You guys bullish or bearish? Let me know in the comment section what you guys are thinking. And appreciate each and every one of you, you know, taking value out of what I'm saying in these ideas that I'm presenting to you. So much appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you can, please leave a like and a comment, and I will catch you on the next one. Cheers. And by the way, if we have a sudden crash or a sudden dip, don't be alarmed. We talked about it. It will most likely be that flat structure that we talked about. So a quick move down, followed by another quick move up. You know, this is where all the emotions get swayed, right? This is where the big guys are trying to shake out the little guys. This is where the smart money is moving into position, because when we're at retracement levels, that's where all the big things start to occur. So we'll see what those things are as it goes. But the most important thing is to just focus, don't panic, and hodl, and see it through. So cheers. And by the way, not financial advice at all. So